Good morning, students. In a previous class, that is class 5, for the chapter Ionic Equilibrium, I already completed the important topic, that is solubility product, the definition, mathematical expression, and the relationship between solubility product, the difference between ionic product and solubility product, and the condition for the precipitation of an electrolyte solution, and different relations between the solubility and solubility product. Today, that is class 6 for the chapter Ionic Equilibrium. I will try to complete the most important topic for this chapter, that is known as common ion effect. Mark that. Common ion effect. This is a very important one for this chapter. What is this effect and its application? So let us, in phase 1, students, clarify your doubt. Not worry about writing. In phase 2, engaged with writing. Mark that. What do you mean by common ion effect? It is defined as an effect due to which the ionization of an weak electrolyte is further suppressed, further lowered down by the addition of a suitably selected strong electrolyte having a common ion. I repeat again. Common ion effect is defined as an effect due to which the ionization of the dissociation of weak electrolyte further suppressed, lowered down, further checked by the addition of a suitably selected strong electrolyte having a common ion. For example, let us consider the ionization of acetic acid. Mark that. CH3COOH, as it is a weak electrolyte, it ionizes partially to give acetate ion plus proton. So we have to add the specifically selected strong electrolyte having a common ion. That means we add sodium acetate. As it is a strong electrolyte, it will dissociate completely, resulting in the formation of acetate ion plus sodium ion. So here, the ionization of acetic acid further suppressed by the addition of sodium acetate, which is explained on the basis of common ion effect and solubility product. Mark that. From this it is clear that this acetate ion is common. So, due to this common, as a result we observe that the concentration of acetate ion on the product side increases by applying Le Chatelier's principle. Already cover Le Chatelier's principle. What is the application of Le Chatelier's principle? On the basis of concentration. That means, if concentration of any one of the reactant or all of the reactant, similarly, any one of the product or all of the product increases, here we discuss about the concentration of product increases, then equilibrium shift towards a backward, forming more amount of acetic acid. In other hand, here, the ionic product of acetic acid increases its solubility product. as a result of which the dissociation or ionization of acetic acid suppress. Similarly, let us another example, that is ammonium hydroxide. As it is a weak electrolyte, it dissociate partially to form ammonium ion plus hydroxide ion. To this we have to add a strong electrolyte, suitably selected strong electrolyte having a common ion, that is ammonium chloride, which ionizes completely to form ammonium ion and chloride ion. Here we observe it is the common ion, as a result of which, by applying Lichard principle, the concentration of ammonium ion, the product side increases, so equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of reactant, that is ammonium hydroxide. In other words, we may say that the dissociation or ionization of ammonium hydroxide suppress. This is known as common ion effect. If there is one ion which is common, then it affects to the ionization system or dissociation system, which is known as common ion effect. Okay, I repeat again, what is common ion effect? It is an effect due to which the ionization of weak electrolyte again lower down by the addition of a suitably selected strong electrolyte having a common ion. Okay, then we discuss about its application part. So many application part is there. The application of common ion effect is nearly equal to that of the application of solubility product. Under the heading of, in previous class, under the heading of solubility product, application of solubility product, already we cover, that is point 1, the criteria, the condition to check the precipitation. That means, if ionic product exceeds a solubility product, then that is known as supersaturated solution, precipitation takes place. Point 2, if ionic product equal to the solubility product, then the solution known as just saturated solution and no precipitation takes place. And point 3, if ionic product less than solubility product, then it is known as unsaturated solution and no precipitation takes place. It is one application. Second application is, that means the relationship between solubility and solubility product. By one formula, depending upon the different types of salt, one formula, that is Ksp is equal to x to the power x, y to the power y, and s to the power x plus y. That is for a sparingly soluble salt, Ax By, the relationship between the solubility product and the solubility is Ksp is equal to x to the power x into y to the power y into s to the power x plus y. Depending upon the type of salt, the formula is also different one. Next, switch over to, in beside this one, then 2 to 3 another application part is there. That is, point 1, the salting out of soap, means preparation of soap. Point 2, recovery of pure sodium chloride from the sea water. And point 3, in qualitative salt analysis, which discuss one by one. Next, we switch over to the application of common ion effect. Next, application of common ion effect. I repeat again, that is application of common ion effect is equal to that of the application of solubility product. In previous class, already cover 2 to 3 application. One is to check the precipitation, and point 2, find the relationship between solubility and solubility product. Beside this, today I cover 3 important application part is there. Point 1, that is recovery of pure sodium chloride from sea water. First application, that is recovery of pure sodium chloride from sea water. Students, I repeat again, never worry about writing this one, it is the phase 1. Try to clarify your concept. So, sodium chloride, which is obtained simply by the evaporation of seawater, contain, no doubt, maximum fraction of sodium chloride. In addition to, also, it contain calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, potassium bromide, etc. as the impurity. So, in order to recover pure sodium chloride, that impure sodium chloride or crude sodium chloride again dissolve in pure water, making a saturated solution to which HCl gas is allowed to pass through it. Mark that. The impure sodium chloride, as the impure, so it is a weak electrolyte, dissociate partially, while HCl is a strong electrolyte, dissociate completely. So what we observe here, there is one ion which is common. Mark that, it is a common ion. So due to a common ion, one effect is there. What is that effect? According to Lichardo principle, equilibrium shift backward. As the concentration of Cl minus ion on the product species increases, equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of NaCl. In other words, we can say that is the dissociation or the ionization of sodium chloride suppresses. Okay. In other words, also we say that is the ionic product of sodium chloride. The ionic product of sodium chloride, mark that, ionic product of sodium chloride exceeds its solubility product. As a result, the solution is known as a supersaturated solution and sodium chloride precipitate out. That precipitate is filtered, separated and dried to collect the finally pure sodium chloride. Again, to then mixed with required calculated quantity of iodine to form iodized sodium chloride. It is the first application, that is recovery of pure sodium chloride from seawater. Next, move to the second application. That is known as salting out of soap. What do we mean by salting out of soap? We know soap nothing but, that is sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid. Suitable example, sodium stearate. I repeat again, soap is nothing but sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid, which is prepared by the action of alkali on fatty oil, which contain glyceride of the acid, and it is precipitated out from the solution by stirring with sodium chloride, which is precipitated out from the solution by stirring with sodium chloride. This process is known as salting out, or that second application is known as salting out of soap. So, in order to prepare the pure soap, sodium chloride, saturated solution of sodium chloride is added to that soap solution, that is sodium stearate. Mark that equation, sodium stearate C17, S35, COONA, it is a weak electrolyte, break down to C17, H35, COO minus plus Na plus, sodium chloride, pure electrolyte, dissociate to Na plus, strong electrolyte, dissociate to Na plus and Cl minus. Okay, what we observe here? A common ion. Mark that. By applying the Lichander principle, as the concentration of product species increases, equilibrium shift towards a backward, forming more amount of sodium stearate, or the dissociation or ionization of sodium stearate suppresses. Okay, in other words, one can say that the ionic product of sodium stearate exceeds its solubility product, making the solution supersaturated. As a result, sodium stearate, that is precipitated out, which is separate from the reaction mixture. This process of preparing soap is known as salting out of soap. That is the second application. And the most important application, third application, that is in qualitative salt analysis. This is very important one, based upon the practical concept. We discuss it after writing the definition and application, first application and second application of common ion effect. Now write the definition for the common ion effect. Mark that. What is the definition? It is defined as an effect due to which the ionization of a weak electrolyte is further suppressed lower down by the addition of a suitably selected strong electrolyte having a common ion. Let us consider an example of acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, which is a weak electrolyte, and its dissociation is further suppressed by the addition of sodium acetate CH3COONA to its saturated solution at equilibrium. Mark that. Acetic acid break down to partially ionized to acetate ion plus proton. Sodium acetate is a strong electrolyte, completely ionized to acetate ion and sodium ion. Which one is the common? It is the acetate ion, the common. That means the increase in concentration of acetate ion in the product species, concentration of acetate ion increases, which is a common ion, as a result of which shift the equilibrium towards left according to Lichander principle. We know, I repeat again, according to Lichander principle, if any one or all the concentration of product species increases, then equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of reactant. So since here concentration of acetate ion increases, equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of acetic acid. In other words, which it suppresses the ionization of acetic acid. Similarly, let us consider another example. The ionization of weak electrolyte, that is ammonium hydroxide, is further suppressed by the addition of a suitably selected strong electrolyte, that is ammonium chloride, to its saturated solution at equilibrium. Mark the equation. Ammonium hydroxide, as it is the weak electrolyte, partially ionized to ammonium ion and hydroxide ion, and ammonium chloride, as it is the strong electrolyte, completely ionized to ammonium ion and chloride ion. Okay, mark that. Which ion is the common? That is ammonium ion. So due to the increase in concentration of ammonium ion, what happened? Equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of ammonium hydroxide. That means it suppresses the dissociation or ionization of ammonium hydroxide. This effect is known as the common ion effect. Next, we switch over to the application of common ion effect. Next, we discuss about the application of common ion effect. 2 to 3 application already completed. Under the heading of application of solubility product, today we focus to three important applications. That is, point one is recovery of pure sodium chloride from seawater. Mark that. The impure salt, that is known as, otherwise known as the crude salt, which is obtained simply by the evaporation of seawater, contain mainly sodium chloride along with some impurities like calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, potassium bromide, etc. So, in order to precipitate pure sodium chloride, seawater again dissolve in pure water to form a concentrated solution to which HCl gas is allowed to pass through it. Mark that. As the weak electrolyte, as the impure sodium chloride, it is a weak electrolyte, dissociate partially to give Na plus Cl minus. HCl is the strong electrolyte, the dissociate ionizes completely to give H plus and Cl minus. So what we observe here, one ion is common. Mark that, this ion is common. So as a result of which, due to this common ion, one effect is there. According to Licciardo principle, as the concentration of product species increases, equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of the sodium chloride. In other words, according to this concept, the ionic product of sodium chloride exceed its solubility product. As a result, solution is supersaturated and precipitation takes place. Mark that. Due to common ion, that is Cl minus ion, the equilibrium shift towards left, forming more amount of sodium chloride. This is according to Licciardo principle. In other words, according to this concept, the ionic product of sodium chloride exceeds its solubility product, for which precipitation takes place, and finally the precipitate is separated. Finally, it is separated by filtration and again purified by recrystallization. It is the first application, that is recovery of pure sodium chloride from seawater. Next, move to the second application, that is in explaining salting out or precipitation of a soluble salt. What do you mean by salting out of soap? That means extracting pure soap from its solution, from its mixture by addition of sodium chloride is known as salting out of soap. Mark that. Soap is a sodium salt of higher fatty acid which is precipitated out from its solution by stirring with, adding with sodium chloride. This process is known as salting out process. Okay. In this process, impure soap is boiled with water and a little amount of sodium chloride is added with a constant stirring. Mark the equation. It is a formula of soap, that is sodium stearate. Sodium stearate it is the impure one, so weak electrolyte break down partially to form stearate ion and sodium ion. Sodium chloride is the salt, that is strong electrolyte, ionizes completely to give sodium ion and chloride ion. Mark that. Which one is the common? This is the common. So according to Licciardo principle, is the concentration of product species increases, so equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of sodium stearate. Or according to this common ion effect, that is ionic product of sodium stearate exceeds its solubility product, making the solution supersaturated. As a result, sodium stearate precipitated out. Okay, mark that. Due to common ion, mark that which one is the common ion, that is sodium ion. Due to common ion effect, the equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of soap. In other words, the ionic product of sodium stearate exceeds its solubility product, for which sodium stearate precipitated out. Finally, it is filtered and dried. This is known as the second application, that is salting out of soap. Move to the third application, very important one, which is related to the practical chemistry. That means, that is in qualitative salt analysis. In this case, the two effects are in common, that is one we apply the common ion effect and another one the solubility product. It is based upon this, that even what is the application of solubility product? That means if ionic product exceeds its solubility product, then solution is supersaturated and precipitated out. And about to common ion effect, that means dissociation or ionization of weak electrolyte is suppressed by addition of a selectively strong electrolyte having a common ion. Mark that. The separation and identification of various basic radicals or ions into different group is based upon two factors. One is the solubility product principle, one is the common ion effect. So what is the solubility product principle? According to this principle, to which a precipitate is formed, according to the principle, a precipitate is formed if ionic product exceeds its solubility product. And what is the common ion effect? According to which, if to a solution of a weak electrolyte, a strong electrolyte having a common ion is added, then its ionization, means ionization of weak electrolyte further suppressed. Basing upon this principle, then this one, that means it is applicable to qualitative salt analysis. For purpose of qualitative salt analysis, common basic radicals are divided into different groups. In general, it may be stated that classification is based upon varying solubility of their chloride, sulfide, hydroxide and carbonate in the form of the cation. Depending upon their solubility, different groups are there and also their group reagent are there. For example, we discuss one by one. First one is group 1 radicals. Group 1 radicals, that is Pb2+, Ag+, Hg2 2+. These cations comes under group 1 and their group radicals is dilute HCl. And it has been found that all these group radicals or the cations are precipitated in the form of their respective chloride because they have high value of ionic product in comparison to their solubility product. Other cations are not precipitated here because of high value of solubility product. Mark that. First one we discuss precipitation of chlorides of group 1. Group 1, that is Pb2+, Ag+, Hg2 2+. The group reagent is dilute HCl. These radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective chloride by the addition of dilute HCl to the solution. The group reagent is, I repeat again, dilute HCl. The other radicals are not precipitated in the form of their respective chloride because they have high value of solubility product or low value of ionic product. We know the concept. If ionic product exceeds its solubility product, then only precipitation takes place. And it is possible only for these group 1 radicals. Other radicals are not precipitated under this one because of low value of ionic product or high value of solubility product. Okay, good. Next to group 2, precipitation. Group 2 radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide, while the group reagent is dilute HCl plus H2S. Mark that. HCl break down to H plus and Cl minus. H2S break down to, as is the weak electrolyte, 2H plus plus H2 minus. Here a common ion is H plus. So due to this common ion effect, what happened? The ionization of hydrogen sulfide suppresses, as a result of which the sulfide ion concentration of the resulting solution is lower. Okay, but at this low sulfide ion concentration, it has been observed that the cation of group 2 radical possess high value of ionic product than its corresponding soluble product. That's why these radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide. While other cations are not precipitated here because of they have low value of ionic product or high value of soluble product. Mark that. Precipitation of sulfide of group 2. Under this one, Hg2 plus, Pb2 plus, bismuth Bi2 plus, Cu2 plus, Cd2 plus, As3 plus, Sb3 plus, Sn2 plus and Sn4 minus. These are cation are comes under group 2 and the group reagent is dilute HCl plus H2S gas. Mark that. These radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide by passing hydrogen sulfide gas through the solution which is acidified with dilute HCl after the removal of group 1 cation. Mark the equation. H2S weak electrolyte ionizes partially. HCl strong electrolyte ionizes completely. What is the common ion here? Mark that. This is the common ion. So due to common ion effect, what happened? The ionization of H2S lower down suppresses which decreases the sulfide ion concentration. Okay, but this low sulfide ion concentration is still enough to precipitate the sulfide of the above cation because of low value of soluble product or high value of ionic product. The other sulfides are not precipitated here. Other sulfides are not precipitated here because of high value of soluble product or low value of ionic product. Next, switch over to third point, that is precipitation of hydroxides of the group 3 ions. Under the group 3, cations are Fe3 plus, Cr3 plus, Al3 plus, and the group reagent is ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Mark that. Ammonium hydroxide weak electrolyte dissociated partially. Ammonium chloride strong electrolyte dissociated completely. From this it is observed that ammonium ion is the common ion. Due to common ion, equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of ammonium hydroxide, or one can say that dissociation or ionization of ammonium hydroxide suppresses, lowering the hydroxide ion concentration. But this low hydroxide ion concentration is still enough to precipitate the above cation in the form of their respective hydroxide because they have high value of ionic product and low value of soluble product. Okay. The other cations are not precipitated here because in the form of their respective hydroxide because of low value of ionic product or high value of soluble product. Mark that. Precipitation of hydroxide of group 3 ion, that is Fe3 plus, Cr3 plus and Al3 plus. The group reagent is, that is ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. This is known as group reagent. So these radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective hydroxide by the addition of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride to the solution after the removal of group 1, group 2 cations. Mark the equation. Ammonium hydroxide break down to ammonium ion hydroxide ion. Ammonium chloride break down to ammonium ion and chloride ion. Here common ion is ammonium ion. So due to common ion effect, the ionization of ammonium hydroxide suppresses which lower the concentration of hydroxide ion. This low hydroxide ion concentration is still enough to precipitate the above cation in the form of their respective hydroxide because of high value of ionic product or low value of soluble product. Other hydroxide are not precipitated here because of high value of soluble product or low value of ionic product. Next we discuss the precipitation of group 4 cation. Group 4 cations are nickel, cobalt, zinc, manganese. And the group reagents are that means ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride plus H2S gas. I repeat again, the radicals under the group 4, that is manganese, zinc, cobalt, nickel, and the group reagent is ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride and H2S gas. Mark that. These radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide after passing H2S gas after the removal of first, second and third group cations. Here, ammonium hydroxide weak electrolyte ionizes partially, while ammonium chloride is strong electrolyte ionizes completely. So this ammonium chloride, due to the formation of a common ion, that is NH4 plus, this ammonium ion, due to common ion effect, the ionization of ammonium hydroxide suppresses, lowering the OH minus ion concentration, which indirectly help for the ionization or dissociation of hydrogen sulfide, increasing the sulfide ion concentration. At this high sulfide ion concentration, the above cations are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide because their ionic product exceeds the soluble product. On the other hand, other cations are not precipitated here because they have low value of ionic product or high value of soluble product. Mark that. Precipitation of sulfide of group 4, that is cobalt, nickel, manganese and zinc. These radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide after passing H2S gas through their solution in presence of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride just after the removal of first 3 cation. Mark the equation. Ammonium hydroxide weak electrolyte ionizes partially, ammonium chloride strong electrolyte completely ionized, and H2S gas weak electrolyte ionized partially. Here we observe that this is a common ion. Due to common ion, applying the Lichard principle, equilibrium shift backward, forming more amount of ammonium hydroxide. On the other hand, dissociation or ionization of ammonium hydroxide suppresses, lowering the hydroxide ion concentration, which indirectly help. There is no common ion is to here is there, which indirectly help for the ionization of hydrogen sulfide, increasing the sulfide ion concentration. Mark that. Due to the common ion effect, here what we observe? Here ammonium chloride suppresses the ionization of ammonium hydroxide by common ion effect, for which the hydroxide ion concentration decreases, which indirectly helps in the increasing the sulfide ion concentration. So at this high sulfide ion concentration, the above cations are precipitated in the form of their respective sulfide because they have low value of soluble product or high value of ionic product. We know for a condition for the precipitation, that is ionic product exceeds its soluble product. Mark that. Other sulfides are not precipitated here because of high value of soluble product or low value of ionic product. At last, we discuss about the group 5 radicals. Group 5 radicals: barium, strontium and calcium, Ba2 plus, Sr2 plus, Ca2 plus. And the group reagent is ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride plus ammonium carbonate. These cations are precipitated in the form of their respective carbonate by the addition of ammonium carbonate followed by ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride just after the removal of first 4th group cation. Here, what we observe? Due to common ion, that is ammonium ion, this ammonium chloride suppresses the ionization of ammonium hydroxide as well as ammonium carbonate, lowering the hydroxide ion concentration as well as carbonate ion concentration. Okay, but this low carbonate ion concentration is still enough to precipitate the above cation in the form of their respective carbonate, because they have high value of ionic product in comparison to their soluble product. The other cations are not precipitated here because of low value of ionic product or high value of soluble product. Okay, mark that. Precipitation of carbonate of group 5. Group ions, that cations are barium, strontium and calcium. And the group reagent is ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride plus ammonium carbonate. Mark that. These radicals are precipitated in the form of their respective carbonate after the addition of ammonium carbonate in the presence of ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide to the solution just after the removal of first 4 group. Mark that. Ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, weak electrolyte, dissociate partially, while ammonium chloride, strong electrolyte, dissociate completely. Here, what we observe? This is the common ion. If we compare these two, this is the common ion. It suppresses the ionization of ammonium hydroxide, lowering the hydroxide concentration. Similarly, this also is a common ion, also suppresses the ionization of ammonium carbonate, lowering the carbonate ion concentration. Okay, mark that. Ammonium chloride suppresses the ionization of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium carbonate due to common ion effect, which decreases the concentration of hydroxide ion and carbonate ion respectively. But this low carbonate ion concentration is still enough to precipitate the above cation in the form of their respective carbonate, because their ionic product exceeds its soluble product. Mark that. Because they have high value of ionic product or low value of soluble product. On the other hand, other cations are not precipitated here because of high value of soluble product or low value of ionic product. It is all about the application of common ion effect for the salt analysis and also the application of soluble product. It is all about the chapter ionic equilibrium.